Yo, this is your boy Sherry speaking. Right now, I'll talk to you guys about Telltale's The Walking Dead star Melissa Hutchinson, aka the voice of Clementine. One of her quotes said, "The cancellation was traumatic." And she's referring to back when Telltale shut its doors abruptly, leaving many of the employees that worked at Telltale Games for years out of the job and pretty much just broke. Shout out to WWG and Cameron Bonamalo for this article. This is really dope. And as you guys see right there, episode 3 Broken Toys will be released on January 15th on PlayStation X and Xbox One, thank God. But anyway, here we go. Melissa Hutchinson, who voices the still not bitten Clementine in Telltale Games' The Walking Dead video game franchise, says, and I quote, "The abrupt cancellation of The Walking Dead final season was," and I quote, "traumatic and devastating," end quote. And I quote again, it was actually something out of a movie. It was very dramatic. I know that for a fact. I can believe that, man, because I can only imagine what it was like to just have like the axe dropped on you out of nowhere. She literally actually she says, "I was actually in a recording session for the final season when the axe dropped, and the season had to stop." Hutchinson said at a Walker Stalker Con in New Jersey. She goes on to say, she had just, and I quote, "about an hour left in the session, and the news bewildered herself and her voice director, Jack Fletcher. It was all very dramatic. I called a very dear friend of mine who worked at Telltale, and I was like, 'Yo, what's going on, man?' And he was just kind of just literally like, they shut the doors. It's all done. We're done. It's gone," Hutchinson said. And then I basically fired myself into physical pain. It was about 2 weeks of hell, I say that. I say that's pretty dramatic, but we've been working with Telltale for a very long time. Sorry about that. My dog's got a little restless. And then I basically, I read that part already. Sorry about that. She goes on to say, beyond her selfish reasons, of course. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right, beyond my selfish reasons, of course. Well, what about Clementine? What about the fans? This company that we worked for so many years, this is an amazing company, and to see it just gone in a heartbeat and all those people losing their jobs, it was devastating. End quote. The Walking Dead creator and Skybound Entertainment co-founder Robert Kirkman later announced at a New York Comic Con. I remember doing a video on this as well. I'll put a link to that video in the description box below. I know I've been meaning to say that a lot about my videos, but I'll definitely be doing it this time. His company has successfully negotiated a deal to convert the games for a season to completion under Skybound Games. Thank God. And Kirkman went on to say, "We can't lose Rick Grimes and Clementine the same year," Kirkman said. So I'm glad he was able to get things done, man. And as I said, the third episode of Broken Toys will be premiering on January 15th on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. And I believe PC as well. Hutchinson added she neglected to answer a phone call from Skybound Interactive president Dan Murray while on vacation, only learning of the final season's resurrection later that night when her Twitter feed was blowing up, quote. I was still like, okay, well, as soon as the Telltale folks are back in the office working, then I'll celebrate. It wasn't like, woo, I'm back. It was a really traumatic thing that happened, she said. My first thing was to call them and say, hey, yo, is this real? And they're like, we'll see. So as soon as they were back working in the office, I was like, okay. But then I had a recording session a few days ago, and I was like, okay, so now I feel great. But it took a while, end quote. And most definitely, man, I knew it took a while, and I was like, I remained optimistic because I had a feeling like, look, I'm not gonna get rid of my game, man. I'm not gonna delete all my data, knowing damn well they're gonna get this shit done because I know they just can't let it go like that. I've never known in my history of games to ever have a company just say, all right, give it the axe, and then not have like a partnering, uh, and at least not negotiate a deal so that now the game can be completed. So I'm glad that Robert Kirkman stepped up and was able to at least give us something of a great news. Now, the employees who have resumed work on the final season are fine, and they kind of joke about it, Hutchinson said. It's this little core group of people who are like on this whole giant floor. So it's a little macabre for them, macabre, and they are very happy to be back. And the story continues, and that's the most important part. End quote. I apologize if I mispronounced that word, but and this is the great news, guys, right here. If you haven't read it yet, The Walking Dead final season episode 3, Broken Toys, releases January 15th on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. This has been your boy Sheriff Speaks, and I hope you guys enjoyed that article. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the news, and I know for damn sure I enjoyed this, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for more content. If you guys have any requests as to what videos you guys want to do next, please let me know in the comment section below. They're always welcome. They always will be. This has been your boy Cheers Peace. I love you guys. One love.